Bhagavad Gita chapter 3 text 41. Tasvatandiriyanadhau niyayama bharatarsabha pabmanam prayahiyanam jnana vijnananasanam. Therefore, Arjuna, best of the Bharatas, in the very beginning curbed this great symbol of sin by regulating the senses and slay this destroyer of knowledge and self-realization. So one controlling the mind and the senses, it should start from the beginning, which means that when there's perception and then there's thoughts becomes emotions becomes desires. Thoughts are more easy to control than emotions, than desires. So if there's one get attached to sense object, and it appears in thinking first, and then when one loops that thought, it gradually moves on the emotional level. It becomes feeling, and when there's this feeling, then that becomes desire, and then we start to act according to that sense impulse. So in that sense, one should try to regulate the senses, which means one should try to control the senses where one connects the senses. And if there's a situation where the awareness enters into some field which is not really supporting the spiritual practice, one should try to replace, Patanjali says, vitarka padanam pratipaksa bhavanam. One should replace the superficial, mental processes, more deeper ones. So thoughts can be replaced to emotions. So the one should try to develop counteracting emotions in order to counteract the thoughts. And then in order to control the emotions, one should develop counteracting desires to redirect the emotions. So yoga is conscious action, which means that one should try to actively, when one tries to rise on the sattva, there's always a little bit tapasya, discipline, which means that sometimes one have to go against the senses and sense of objects. Bhagavad Gita ki jai.